they've certainly got the individuals to capitalize on this.
Oh, I don't think you can ever tell S1MPLE to beat. Take less risks. That's not in his repertoire.
No.
Adam B, great double kill outside though to give OG this lead.
Ooh,
now to look to capitalize on it. Nexa is going to be aware of this, but it's easy to be aware of it. You've got to do something more about it, and they are going to look to actually exploit somewhere else rather than just leaving Nexa towards heaven to wait out his fate. They're repositioning.
Yeah, honestly, I feel a little bit bad for Andu because obviously he's joined OG and Andu's actually had loads of impacts. But I think in nearly every conversation about this roster and about this team, I feel like there's always going to be one person who's kind of first out of everyone's mouth. But I think Andu has been a really good addition to this roster. I think he has been able to provide a lot of kind of stability here, which is always going to be really important. And obviously, kind of Prime Tap's Nexa, they've got kind of a good synergy about them. They are having impact themselves. So I think this BC game roster, I think, again, it's just something where you've just got to give it time. But this pistol rounds look really good for OG. We talk about it time and time again, especially on a map like Nuke, where when you win the T-side pistol, you just build yourself such a good foundation. You're just able to kind of springboard the rest of your map off of it. But nice find from Andu here with the Julies. Going to be emerging out of Hut in a moment's notice. The issue is, there's a great setup scene here. Andu taken down by Adam B, and Crizzen can find Kakan.
Regardless of what this map is, even if this is a 13-0, I still think the players on this team are experienced enough and good enough to turn things around on Mirage. But enough of that. It's down towards the lower side. Prime Taps does fall. That's Crizzen finding, and this 3v3 has some intrigue. All three BC game players are rotating from the same spot of ramp. But they can take a lot of room very quickly off of this.
Yeah, fast dive in there from S1MPLE. Switch from the scouts to the Mag 10. Smoke towards double doors. Searching for the bomb here. Andu, nice find onto Crizzen. Just the tap of the bomb from S1MPLE. Nexa gets another, and they're aware. We've got a good idea of where Spook is. Nice find from S1MPLE. And that is the round going the way of BC Game.
How much work can BC Game do against a team like OG?
Kakanito, he spotted one. Kakanito gets two. That is insane. It seemed like Spook had the drop on him, but with Kakanito getting the first of Crizzen, it then kind of forced the repeat. Nexa can find Adam B. Prime Taps finds Nikados, and it's Aristos in a 1v4. Excellent from BC Game here. Look, as I mentioned before, we don't have the kind of the best of indication of how things are going to go here on Nuke, because they've only played it twice in the last 3 months. Obviously, it was a 13-7 victory against Spirit Academy, yet they lost 13-3 to Betboom. So clearly, the money could look really good for BC Game here. Kakanito will find one. Just softening Crizzen. Nice frag there onto Andu, but Nexa on the bomb side can deal with Aristos. S1MPLE. Elevated angle here. We'll get two. Searching for the final in Nikados. They have spotted him as well. Keeping casualties low is surely the game plan, but Kakanito will be able to find him. Low, it's not as though they needed to really fight heavily to kind of take that space in secret. That's why they've got control towards both double door and single door. But Andu will find one. S1MPLE's heard the steps here towards double doors. He's going to be in a little bit tough position here, but a little bit worried about ramp now. Reposition here. These steps are just such an easy indicator. It's minimal time. It is going to be this play now, down to the lower side. Nice find from S1MPLE, takes down Adam B. Gets the reload in. Nexa finds one, but Spook taking down Prime Taps. It leaves S1MPLE in a bit of a tough scenario for now. Drops a molly on the bomb site. Molotov to force Spook into the smoke. Spam coming through. He always taken down by the molly. Second found for S1MPLE, and now it's a clutch for Crizzen. 1 versus 3 here. The bomb on his side, but Nexa does have a kit. Limited utility here for BC Game. Just the one flash on Andu, but they need to tap the bomb. They need to force a peek, but S1MPLE will be able to take him down.
He's still going to be able to cross down towards Secret, but with just 29 points of health to play with. Important kill for Crizzen. The only rifle in this round needed to have that impact. S1MPLE is going to rotate in, and Crizzen could get taken down here, but instead turn his sights towards A. It's man advantage still. Aristos gets a double with the tech.
Yeah, great finds here from Aristos, and now S1MPLE feels under pressure from heaven, realizing a late flank could come through at any moment. He's going to be backing away. He slipped the net here. S1MPLE. Oh, he's not heard. Spook giving him a bit of a chance there, but real damage. Bit of a Gakanito and Nexa have only taken damage from their own HE grenades, but Flashbang coming through towards Ram. Positioning of Prime Taps. He finds Sue. Simple peeking in the Molotov to find Adam B. And it's a 4v2 scenario now. And with OG, the fact they don't have much time, they're just going to have to bomb their way down towards the B bomb site. But Gakanito will find Spook. Molly towards double doors. Nikados is on the orb. The difficulty is there is so many opponents close by. Planting the bomb is an impossibility. 5 seconds. They're aware he's on the bomb site. They're going to take him down after time. Surely this has got to be the game plan. That's conditioned on the fact that lobby isn't taken. BC.GAME, obviously, they do have that space. Kakanito, just the one found, but so much information. There won't be an early rotation, though, so OG, they can get the bomb down now, and Andu going to be slinking his way through Secret. Simple rotating down ramp will find Aristos. Nice trade from Spook though. So a 3v3 retake, Prime Taps. It looked as though he wanted to go for a bit of an early fight, but realizing, well, I am actually alone here. And Nikados, he can find Andu. Prime Taps goes for the swing, but a perfect display of the AK versus M4 because lobby's been taken. Nexa doesn't actually need to worry about this. He is just holding to heaven. We'll get one. The bomb's dropped into the bomb site. Nice find from Krisen though. Takes down Andu. It's Prime Taps and Simple to try and clutch this one up. Oh, Prime Taps, he could get two here. Gets the first. But Spook able to punch in the digit in time. Keeps himself alive and will find the frag. And now Simple making his way up the ramp. Just going to be a save surely for Simple. Don't believe he has a defuse kit. But that could have been really costly there. If Prime Taps was just half a second quicker, I think he finds both. Maybe even denies the bomb plant.
Yeah, even Spook just taking the individual gunfight himself, look, it's a lot of risk, but it's a massive kill for Spook to find. Denies Prime Taps just able to take that space, and Simple, I don't know if he's saving this one. The angle already posted.
They're allowing Secret to be taken instead of rotating a player off A down the vent to kind of offer that first point of contact. They're not doing that, but it's going to be this play through B. Krisen gets one, but Spook, not only a nice find towards ramp, but doubling down to find Simple. A 2 versus 4 here for Nexa and Andu. Obviously, this is to try and tie the half, but I think we both know there is a very slim chance and effectively non-existent as Spook has just found Andu.
Yeah, Nexa spotted out. OG will be able to walk away with 7. I think when you say 4-2 lead for BC.GAME is what they had, it doesn't sound as impressive. If they can have a good start to the second half, maybe there is still a world. Yeah, certainly a scenario in which they can find. Obviously, the T side won the pistol in the first half with OG. BC.GAME, it looks as though they've got a great opportunity, but it's Adam B and Nikados. We mentioned how these generally have been the 2 heroes for this OG side, so if there was 2 you'd want in the clutch, it would be these, but the lack of a defuse kit, the lack of utility, and the lack of understanding as to where BC.GAME reside is what makes this clutch near impossible. And Adam B, now all alone, his teammate has fallen, and information gathered as to where Adam resides. So, nice pistol for BC.GAME. Obviously, from what we have seen from OG on this map, they've played it 15 times in the last 3 months, of which they've only lost it 3 times. And the heftiest loss was a 13-10 loss, and it was to Falcons. Just goes to show how good this team are. They've lost it 3 times. Really tough here for OG, but Flashbang coming over, not really blinding. Although Andu was fully blinded, Prime Tap's not. So Simple find there, Molly towards Hell, denying any impact. We mentioned how OG generally look to kind of rotate quite heavily, and Adam B, oh, okay, well, he's gone for the running spray, we'll find, but afterwards, the rest of BC.GAME have absolutely annihilated, and Nikado's all that remains. So 8 now secured here for BC.GAME, soon to be 9th. Yeah, and it's the lead taken again from them. We will see the M4 find 1. Surely not going for anything more here, but seemingly Nikados is going to be having a bit of a look for exits at the very least. Has been spotted towards ramp. Simple will find.
BC.GAME being Andu and Prime Taps with 8, most being Simple and Nexa with 11. So it just goes to show that, you know, the kill disparity very minimal. Nice find from Simple though.
Yeah, that's a great find from Prime Taps as well, taking down player in Garage. And Adam being Spook, it feels like even damage isn't really going to be something that we see a huge amount of. In a simple round, the T's playing this one slower. Waiting for any fights that come their way. Not overcommitting for anything. Getting a big man advantage before, look, just pushing into A as a team. And a simple one where damage hasn't even really been taken, just 25 points of damage across the whole team. BC.GAME do find the 9th they're expecting. Spook misses his chance, won't get another.
This has been a really nice performance from BC.GAME though. Honestly, when I saw the vetoes roll through, I was actually quite worried for BC.GAME. And I think the vetoes in Aristos has got this intel now. Molly's being sent here towards Dark. Ooh, I think that might be a bit of a missed Molly there, but either way, no real issue. Will be cleared. Flashbang coming through, fully blinded a 3. Smoke towards double doors, I believe that was sent by the CTs. Prison just biding his time, but Prime Taps finds Aristos, and already they're just going for the save call. This has to be the game plan. There's no way they can have a look into this round. They don't have enough of the simplistics of Counter-Strike. That's all you need. But Aristos, great position here. We'll get one. Gonna drop the flashbang to try and back away. He's got a rotation down the vent. Excellent from Krisen as well. Kakanito needs to get the trade. He will eventually find just the 1 bullet of damage taken from Kakanito. But disadvantaged are BC.GAME. And it's clear for them their only route to success is wrapping through heaven here. But not going to be easy as Nikodos is close by or posted up now in the CT side. I'd absolutely love to see kind of an elevation up the barrels and down the ramp of heaven, because I think Nikodos would be massively caught out. But again, there's much time on the clock now. I don't think they actually have the time to do something like that. But there's just the one defender on the A-bomb site currently. It's Adam B. If these trades come through, or if the opening kills just found, that can be all that's needed. Adam B, ooh, slight turn with the util coming through. Adam B still going to be obviously holding from heaven. Great second flash. How have they not found Adam B? They just don't clear him, and Nikodos up the ladder of heaven will put Simple to rest. Prime Taps though, he sent some util towards the back of the bomb site. Somewhat certain that Adam B has repositioned. A lot of damage onto Prime Taps, but obviously he finds the kill. Krisen here in main might be under pressure. There's 3 flashes towards outside that they could use to try and send someone into main. Timing looks good, but Simple hits the shot. So now, man advantage here for BC.GAME. Although OG were the ones to get the opener. Flashbang to deal with a player towards top heart. And Kakanito can find Spook from a 5v4 in favor of OG to a 4v2 for BC.GAME. And again, somewhat reminiscent to those kind of early 6 rounds, Charlie. You pointed it out. It was the opening kills being found from OG, but the rounds on this BC.GAME roster aren't going to get the same level of love just because of the sheer attention that Simple will bring. But something I do want to point out, I know he's, what, 15-7, 15-8, obviously. Nice kills being seen, but it's actually been Simple's utility that's been really key. The amount of flash assists that he's got, obviously it was him who sent the flash to deal with the player towards top hut in the last round. I've actually been really impressed with the utility usage. It's clear that kind of Simple said, look guys, I'm going to get the kills, but let me send in the riflers. Let me just be a bit of a facilitator in moments, because it's so important. Obviously, BC.GAME, they found a couple frags towards outside. They did have a 4v3 scenario, but with the kill coming through there, brings it back level. Space being taken from both Adam B and Nikodos, but already Kakanito and Prime Taps have maneuvered out of Squeaky. The bomb on Nexa, and it is here towards Secret, which could be a bit of an issue. Kakanito fully clearing. Great find from Prime Taps, and now this is where Nexa, is he going to just look to stay stable and let his team go down the vent, or is it going to be a play up through A? But he opts for the former. I think it's the right decision. Kakanito, it's all about making noise here. It is going to be a play through A. Nikodos, he does have time. He will get one. Spook is here on the bomb site as well. Nikodos, if he finds the no-scope, things get really awkward. But Nikodos, he will find, and Spook can take down Nexa, OG's savior. A spam from Aristos. Krisen is here towards Garage. Oh, he has been spotted, and now just getting spammed away at. Andu can find him through the smokes. A man advantage here for BC.GAME. Nice flash to force Aristos off the angle. Jumping into main is one, but Aristos can find him. 4 versus 4 now. Spots out another and will deal with him. Trade scene from Simple, though. Sat in the main smoke. Baits out the AWP shop. Nikodos tries to cross, but doesn't realize Nikodos doesn't shy away from a re-peek. Quite happy to take a risky fight. Prime Taps is taking space towards ramp now, and if Nikodos rotates in, might not be ready for him, but disadvantage to BC.GAME, and with only 35 seconds on the clock, it's not going to be an easy round for them, especially with how split both Prime Taps and Nexa currently are.
Nexa is now making his way towards ramp. Still yet to have any CTs properly rotated. They have to be aware of this, though. OG has so much space towards outside. A lot of control taken towards A as well. The util does come through, and all the rotations on the low bomb site are gone, so we can get this bomb down.
The door opened here from Adam B. Molly landing there. Quite fortunately for BC.GAME, there isn't any rotation and retake attempt from Ramp. Nice find from Prime Taps, just needs to keep himself alive. Orbshaw baited out, and now Nexa closes the door. Nexa needs to find Spook, but unable to do so. Door open again. Prime Taps has to take down Spook here, but unable to do so. And again, Charlie, it's Spook and Nikados in the clutch. These
on Nuke for now. Chris's position surely overlooked by Kakanito, and it's an easy second for Chrisen.
Yeah, it's going to be a play through A now. No utility used. Aristos in a great off angle. He can find Prime Taps. Not the greatest of spray, but he deals a lot of damage to Simple. Simple, he's backing away with Nexa falling just to be the save here. 11-11 scoreline. Attempting the save, but Chrisen just got to treat this like a kind of new little mini game. Like, how are we going to play these last two rounds? Well, giving up the opening kill, certainly not what they want to do.
Yeah, massive fight for Simple to take. And has allowed all his teammates to make their way down towards the lower site. Spook has just rotated down the vent.
Yeah, the issue is there's just quite a lot of players here. There's 4 rifles. Spook. Oh, timing for Spook. We are going to be seeing Aristos rotate as well. Kakanito having a slight jiggle here or there. Simple checking the vents now. If BC.GAME made the call to head up towards A, this could be devastating because we've got Nikados towards ramp. Yes, there's just the one defender in Adam B, but he's playing towards second vent, and the issue with that is he doesn't have a smoke if there's a molly. The Simple goes for the peak. Great find from Simple, and they're aware of the player on the bomb site. Next to finds Aristos. Nikados. Missed shot there, and Simple can find him. Adam will take down Kakanito, but there are 4 survivors here. What a triple here from Simple. And he's given them their 12. Worst case scenario for BC.GAME. They booked themselves a spot in overtime, but OG... Not only did they rotate correctly, they had so many numbers close by as well. Nikado's offering a quick rotation, but even with all of that, there's no defender. Andu spotted out Chrisen, trying to back away now as Chrisen. Simple clearing the vents. Aristos finds Andu. Aristos gets a double. Chrisen. Oh, Kakanito finds 2. How has he taken down Chrisen there? It seemed as though this should have only been a trade. Prime Taps looking towards outside. We'll find Nikados. Man advantage now for BC.GAME. They are 2 kills away from taking Nuke, and Prime Taps under pressure will be found by Adam B. And another clutch here for OG. Simple holding for single door. Will get the trade. There's enough time to get the bomb down, but will he be able to recognize that Adam B is here? Simple certainly won't. Overtime is where we go. Big clutch there for OG again. Gonna be this play towards ramp. Aristos, I mentioned he struggled, but Andu finds Chrisen. Oh, Prime Taps finding Aristos. It's a 5-on-3 here for BC.GAME. All they need to do is just group. Play together, play the numbers, but Nikado's on the up. He's already rotated down. It's this 3 versus 3. Nikado's in front of the Molotov. Missed shots here, and the AK of Prime Taps can find. We've still got Spook close by, but it's going to be another clutch required from OG. Oh, great find from Prime Taps. What a round from Prime Taps. You mentioned how in previous series for BC.GAME, you can kind of single-handedly credit Prime Taps for their map victories and series victories. In a moment like that, look to take ramp a little bit late in games. Oh, timing could be devastating here, but Spook will find Adam B taken down by Prime Taps at the exact same moment. And how has he been able to escape? Well, Nikado's on the AWP, but Simple gets the trade. Positioning for Spook, forced back again. 3 versus 3 now.
Plains way, the trading is good. Aristos found by Simple. Huge kill to find, and they knew where Spook was. Simple does have the bomb. We'll get that planted now.
Yeah, not going up the ladder. Just doesn't want to be heard ticking in the Molotov, because right now, he still could have technically gambled towards B. He could be doubling back in lobby. Obviously, he is here in main. Prime Taps is in the open, but behind a smoke currently. Spook is holding the edge of the smoke, waiting for it to fade. Still a lot of utility, but Prime Taps finds, and it's another huge round from Prime Taps. That is back nade in A main. Molly onto the back of the bomb site. Simple now aggressing. He's baited out the shots, but Adam B can still find Chrisen. He's the unknown here and finally needs to activate. Prime Taps will get his first, but it's a 2v5. Minimal time. Time could be the biggest factor, and it's Nexa in a 1 versus 3. It's the stick of the bomb from Nexa. Might get taken down, but still surviving. Aware of the positioning here of Nexa. The Molly landing at his feet. Reposition out of Nexa is brilliant. Still on the back of the bomb site. No real pressure, no utility now. And as you mentioned, no defuse kit next to. Can't get the first, though. Factor about him. And there's the first. Takes down Crisant. We've mentioned Crisant has been found plenty in these opening kills. Simple with the second. And look, maybe it's not the flashiest of kills. Maybe it's not that kind of quintessential, manic, simple moment. But he's found the two openers. He's given BC.GAME such a route to 15. And obviously would lead them with two opportunities to close this one out. Kakanito, he's got information. He would have heard the smoke hit, I believe. And just backs away straight away.
Neither the door from Spook will just keep the CT's attention down here towards B, but they've got two players on A already. You've got S1MPLE, who can be a quick rotation. And looks like we are seeing some aggression here. Not sure if this is the greatest play from BC.GAME, but Andu still manages to find somehow. S1MPLE as well onto Spook. 3 kills from him, and it's all on Adam B. Had a good T side initially on this map. Slowed down a bit since switching over to the defense. But this one feels too far.
Yeah. The tough thing for Adam is he could have caught a good timing to maybe find 2. We'll get the first. Oh, Adam B! Well, he gets a nice double, but S1MPLE with a quad kill.
Troll just posted. We'll find the first
shot. Oh, bit of mismovement. Not easy for him to escape out of the window. Prime taps. Spots the shoulder, now under pressure. Adam needs to get himself out of this angle. A nade to land close by. Hasn't done all too much damage at all. Prime taps. Needs to just get himself out of here. He feels so trapped. Obviously, it is going to be this play towards B, or at least that's where the bomb is currently. But up the heavens goes Crisant. He loves these little lurks. He loves these kind of late plays. Minimal time here, but lobby's been taken. Nexa has been found. Anu gets 1, and the double. Spook with the trade, though, and they're aware that Prime Taps was down here towards B. A 1 versus 2 for Prime Taps.
Gonna make his way up, Secret. He's still got Crisant in the heavens, and that's such a tough position to handle.
Prime Taps
aware of it, but yeah. I mean, Crisant's just not going to give up a gunfight that easily. He's going to really force Prime Taps into an uncomfortable position before we see anything of the sort.
Spook's giving up a 1v1 though, and Prime Taps does have a smoke. There's a defuse kit as well. Crisant out in the open, and we see the kill come through. I believe there's enough time. That is it. That is map 1 done. BC.GAME. Prime Taps just given those very too early fight pistol, but will work to plan perfectly. They just dropped the right-hand side smokes. They're going to get the bomb down. It's going to be a 5v5 retake, but Nika knows, okay, well, never mind. He finds Kakanito through the smoke. Disadvantage to BC.GAME, but they've taken control towards CT. I think the one issue is you've got all this control in CT, but the bomb's not actually planted. We should have really seen BC.GAME be more heavily inclined to go towards jungle, but Flash is blinding effectively everyone, but it's next now in a 1v5. He is here towards ramp. The issue is there's 2 smokes and there's a defuse kit. At least to get the bomb down, I guess, but this round is only ever going to go the way of OG.
Yeah, I mean, Nexa doesn't even really have anything to sort of back away and say, oh.
Nice find from Adam B, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, he gets a ding down, but Adam B's still able to find. Adam B tries to get flashed in, but so low, Kakanito is able to find beforehand. And back to this 4-on-4.
Nexa is taking a lot of damage here. Ollie towards CT. Again, it is going to be this play through CT. There's 2 players ready and waiting. Who does have flashes, but he just takes up the heads up. Fight and Prime Taps with a deagle can find. Spook and Crisant now. 2 versus 3. Crisant shown his hand. Fast here is Crisant. Crisant can take down Nexa in the process, but Prime Taps is backed away to the USP for Crisant. Not going to be the easiest of clutches. Switches to the MP9. Worried about Palace. Doesn't realize that there's been a player towards triple box who's just maneuvered his way around, and Kakanito can find his second of the round. Excellent performance. The smoke towards ramp. There's nothing he can really do. Great flashbang here. So many flashes. Nikodos will still get 1. No trade seen. Andy's been chipped away at. The running deagle will find Adam B again with a second. And swinging through the smoke soon will be Nikodos. Adam B gets his 3rd of the round. Prime Taps now searching here with the Glock. The flying Glock. A lot of damage to Prime Taps. He's got a minute to work with here. The deagle in play for Arasdos. All going to be about timing between these two. And the body shot connecting, and a force by war is what we have now. But Adam B gets flashed in, already up the steps of connector. Nice find from Adam B. Simple taken down by Adam again. Nikodos has spotted one. Andu needs to capitalize on this. Will get the first. Now retrieving the rifle. Only 5 bullets in the magazine, though. Andu. Timing's going to be everything for him. I believe he's just been spotted on the jiggle. Reposition out of Andu. He's still only got 5 bullets. He's confidently fighting. Adam B, though, gets his 3rd of the round. Another triple kill from Adam. And Prime Taps taken down by the UMP of Aristosa.
Had a great start to the map, but just slight sort of slowing down from Adam B in the second portion. This is a good round from OG, though. Spook just peeking towards middle. Prime Taps can't get the trade. It gives that man advantage to the CT side.
There's a little bit of a search there with the Deagle, but can't justify sticking around for all too long. 2 through under, though. It's Nexa and Prime Taps. Maybe a boosting window could be the play, but are they going to clear ladder? This is a little later in the round. Nikodos just playing here from ladder. Boost scene. Timing looks good, and Nikodos not rushing that fight. I really like that, actually. Drops a smoke on the molly as well. Simple here towards connector. Nikodos just playing atop the ladder. Looking to get a bit of a timing. Has he just been spotted in CT? Well, spotted and found. Next now 1v4. This is a much better performance from OG. Adam B chimes in as well. It's 5-1. Could pose a bit of risk, but nice time from Nikodos. Adam B gets one. Now Nikodos under pressure, taken down by Andu. Simple will get his 2nd of the round. 2 versus 2 now. Interestingly, Andu wielding the orb. Simple with the AK. Shots from both. OG, they will win the retake, but
bring things significantly closer, but it was sort of an early round from BC.GAME that they just couldn't really capitalize on in the end.
Look how fast Cacanito is at short. He's at short in 15 seconds. What is that? Did he just like go through under and climb through like a little hole? How has he gotten towards short that quickly? Cacanito finds 3. Excellent from Cacanito. Aware of Adam B's positioning, and Simple gets 1 to end it.
For a stairs peak right now, Adam B is maneuvering towards sandwich to get posted on the lines, but Nikodos, who peeks from stairs, is an easy double from Simple. He's able to isolate both gunfights really well.
An important round, not only for BC.GAME, but for Simple, because it was a slow start. He was 0-6 at one point. He got a double with a dig. Nice trades in middle as well. Andu gets 1. Spook obviously finds, but then the instant trade. Prison found by Prime Taps. BC.GAME find 3 initially. Andu now going to be clearing towards ramp. Adam B going to be the one to watch here. Great trade from Nexa. Flashbang coming through. Needs to clear for Spook's angle. Missed shot from Spook. It's just kind of a quick peek. No wide swing from Nexa. And now Nikodos, that hero warp, gets dinked there. Aristos on the edge of the smoke, gonna get so heavily spammed. Nikodos is still low, and the HE grenade nowhere near him. He's already evacuated from short in B apartments, but it's 4 now found from BC.GAME. And obviously, Charlie, when we look at Mirage, right, an 8-4 scoreline isn't out of the ordinary. It's not a result that we would be kind of like highlighting in every remaining round. So worst case scenario for BC.GAME, they get the successes of both Prime Taps and Simple that gave them that. Aristo swinging from short. Andu can find him, though. Spook not confident enough to trade. Cacanito could catch him. This 1v1 is going to be everything, but there is a rotation. Great find from Cacanito. That is a disgusting shot. Takes down Spook. 5-on-3 now for BC.GAME. Nikodo is going to go searching, but I think Cacanito, I think he's just seen him.
Yeah, he's got that information. We'll take the gunfight. Does lose out, but does a lot of damage. And it's information now for BC.GAME to play with. Still advantaged. Prime Taps deep towards middle. Likely just going to be the lurk here. I imagine we're going to see Andu and Simple back away, but in fact, they are progressing.
I don't think it really matters again. BC.GAME, I think they just need to play as a unit, but Crisant can find through the smoke. There's another HE grenade. This round has spiraled a little bit out of control for BC.GAME because it's obvious as to where they reside. I like the boost there, but goes against him. That's the issue with boosting the low HP player up next. He's got a flash and a Molotov. The molly would have done the work, but still on the back of the bomb site here is Adam B. Is Nexa even going to clear? Well, he will find Crizzen not going quiet. Trying to isolate these fights, Crizzen, and he can get both. A huge round for Crizzen. A triple overall. Game will be happy with 5, though. I honestly think they will be. Into the smoke. Simple can spot, and what a flick there. Great find onto Spook. Obviously, the first bullet was connected to Simple, but the fact it's not that instant headshot, it's not that instant kill. He finds the pick, and now advantage for BC.GAME. Again, though, we've seen a lot of rounds where BC.GAME have found these openers, and rounds haven't gone their way. Obviously, the last, they were in a 5 versus 3, but discipline seen from BC.GAME. They can identify that OG most likely are going to look to reaggress. They cannot look to just sit situated on bomb sites. It's not going to work. So, waiting for that reaggression of BC.GAME, and the timer ticking. They've got a minute on the clock now to make the kind of correct decision. The bomb is dropped towards top middle. Obviously, though, we are seeing some slight space being taken here towards Palace. I think it's just going to be a split through Con. Aristos is close towards short, but with the smoking window, creates some problems here. Adam B will be peeking from Con. Timing is everything. Adam B gets one. Trade from Kakanito necessary. Great find from Aristos. Niko's chiming in as well. And again, I've mentioned in the disadvantage scenarios, we're still seeing rounds go the way of OG. Great find from Prime Taps, though. And now, with 22 seconds on the clock, the bomb is dropped towards middle. Crizzen, he's got the AWP in hand. Molly going to be sent, but Crizzen can find. And it's 8-4 for OG.
Whatever it is, we need to see something early from BC.GAME, and the duelist from Simple could provide. Kakanito, in fact, playing off of Simple's presence, will find 2.
Yes, a third.
What is that?
Not only great shots.
Freedom to the other guys individually, but you're not necessarily, you don't have to be the heaviest hitters in the world. You can just sort of do your job, and every single one of these guys have done so. Easy second round here. Should be 5 survivors. Unless the Desert Eagle can do anything. We'll spot out Kakanito, who's maybe a little too adventurous towards top middle. Yeah, look, it's the type of decision you might make. Oh, I love it. Don't mess this up here, Niko's. He has retrieved the rifle again, but can't justify the attempt to throw. Prime Tap's playing close here towards ramp. Adam B has been spotted here. Great find from Niko's, though. That is Andu taken down. Simple, though, native the smoke will find Niko's. Adam B still tapping away. Prime Tap's a little bit worried about both Palace and ramp, but the smoke is going to fade quite shortly. And this fight is everything. Aristos finding is brilliant. Man advantage back the way of OG, but Nexa with a quick kill there. Bomb is going down on the B-bomb site, though. Simple posting up on the angle. Crizzen's got a good position here, though. Nexa has retrieved this AK now. Crizzen still holding. Biding his time. Nexa spotted him now. And Crizzen, he's going to feel a little bit trapped here. Goes for the re-peek, but still can't see anything. Spook. Great find from Spook. Simple takes down Crizzen. Kakanito finding as well, and it's all on Aristos. They would have known he was towards ramp. Smoke on the bomb. And Kakanito sticking it. Simple holding. Simple finding. And BC.GAME victorious here. Lovely retake there. Once Nexa goes down, I think there's a slight bit of worry, but lose, you know, maybe 2 or 3 players. They need to focus on their finances. I think they can recognize that OG are going to have a very good T-side themselves. Nice angle for Andu. It can be such an awkward fight in general, but he gets the 1 kill, drops the nade, and just backs away. Yeah, got a lot of information for his teammates as well. We're talking about information. Look at Kakanito on this map, playing towards side alley. And B will give him an easy kill. Bomb off for Niko's is just trapped here towards apartment. And obviously Andu spotted out 2 in underpass.
Nice find from Simple there. Takes down Aristos. Again, I mentioned for BC.GAME, the most important thing is just keeping as many players alive. It's not really going to matter, actually, if they give up the bomb plant. There is no real issue because OG are going to be getting a buy anyway. But a bit of a rotation here from Nexa. He doesn't need to do this. They haven't spotted the bomb. There's 35 seconds left. I don't know why we're seeing this rotation from Nexa. Niko's, open B bomb site. Oh, okay, so the steps of Nexa. I honestly feel like trying to bait out a kill here isn't the worst idea. But now it seems like there's just too many players, too much pressure. Oh, okay, missed shots from Andu. Nice D connecting there from Niko's. 2 cash. Kakanito. All about timing here between Kakanito and Crizzen, and Kakanito will find. And now, this is where there needs to be a rotation towards B. Simple is alone. It's going to be this play on the B bomb side now. S1MPLE gets the first. Nice trade from Adam B, though. Adam needs to get a second, as it's still a deficit scenario for OG. Flashbang's coming over the top, but utility now finished for BC.GAME. 21 seconds on the clock. Adam B playing close by. This could get scary, as there is 3 players in market, but great find from Spook. Adam B needs to take down Kakanito. Spots the shoulder. Information relayed for both, and now just looking to disengage. He gets one and can back away. Arrows those to be a helping hand, and it's Nexa in the clutch. Spook is low, same with Adam, but Nexa just going to look to back away. Unfortunate hit.
Yeah, so unlucky. The amount of damage has been dealt, but just no kills able to actually be found. Really great stuff from Adam B. Drew.
Still a lot of utility remaining for OG. S1MPLE holding it under, will get one. No trade from Nikodos. S1MPLE trying to back away, but instead of going to the safety of stairs, he moves to jungle. Great find from Andu there. What a shot. Andu gets another. Andu with the third. Okay, Andu might have had a bit of a quiet time on Mirage, but round number 18. What a ridiculous kind of sequence of frags.
The shot now could just go for the wallbang if he wants. Prison finds.
That's nuts there from Prison. Such an important kill. Prison continuing to search here towards A. The bomb, not too far behind. Is on Adam B. Nice find from Prime Taps, and it's going to take a lot of attention, obviously, away from the player in Sandwich. Nexa still in CT. As I mentioned, no awareness of Kakanito. Kakanito needs to get the trade. He's now just holding towards stairs, but Nikodos will find. It's a 2 versus 2 now. Nexa close in CT. Andu on the AWP. All about timing. He could deny the plant at any moment, and Nexa. Nade could land, but Nikodos evading the shrapnel. Unfortunate there for Nexa, not realizing he could have peaked at any moment. They weren't even holding for the plant. The utility has always been generally pretty good. There is a smoke on Andu, though. If he just smokes the bomb and sticks it, that's where things get really tough. Tap of the bomb from Nexa. Nade of the smoke. Nikodos will find one. Nexa, though, with the frag. Just a tap again, and Nexa with the missed shots. Arasdos thanking his lucky stars there, because he's just spamming in the smoke.
Money's here is a bit tricky for BC.GAME. Andu has to go nuclear on the Balkan. Will find a double. Kakanito chimes in as well. Despite how close the last round got, it doesn't seem like it's affected BC.GAME whatsoever.
In it allows for a recovered weapon. That's where we're thinking very differently, but S1MPLE, nice find there. Arasdos gets the... Oh, in fact, Nikodos gets the trade there. Scout's still in play for Nikodos. Reposition here from Kakanito, but I mentioned if the kill comes through and a weapon can be retrieved, things could get a little bit ugly. 2 versus 3 now. They're aware that Spook's in the back lines. They're going to be re-clearing towards middle. And now the question is, well, have they backed away through under? Have they gone towards top middle? Where are these final 2 in mid? We know that Spook's deep behind enemy lines, but is he going to be heading towards either A or B? And the positioning of Spook is brilliant, but a great find from Prime Taps. A 2 versus 2 now. Spook. So worried about jungle. I'm going down now. Nexa realizing soon that it is going to be this play through A. Prime Taps going to be hurrying his way through. Spook is still here in jungle. Nexa. Spook's got all this information. Nexa's holding for it, though. I think Nexa's going to fake the steps and then double back. Oh, okay. Arastos, he's got great intel here, but Prime Taps can find him. And now it's all on Spook. Prime Taps has found 3 in this round. Nexa, he's going to get the information. Molly landing on the bomb. I really like that decision. Oh, okay. Well, it's actually a very miss Molly. It is the tap of the bomb, and Spook now realizing he's got to hurry things along. Prime Taps with the kill, and there is... Oh, is there enough time? I don't think there is. It's going to be close. Will get the defuse off in time. Okay, a big clutch there from Prime. On the cards, Prison. He's heard the steps of Andu and ladder. It is going to be this play through A, and A very poorly defended, but Kakanito will get one. Positioning of Prime Taps could be costly. Kakanito through the Molotov. I love this. Prime Taps going to be unaccounted for. He will get one. Continuing his spray, trying to get the transfer, but it won't come through. Man advantage still the way of BC.GAME, and there's minimal time on the clock, but the kills are coming through for the T's. Kakanito falling back from stairs. Great find from S1MPLE. Nexa as well chiming in. It's a 1v3 for Nikodos. Repositioning towards Sandwich. I believe they spotted him crossing back to ramp. They're just taking their time. And Nexa can find 12 secured for BC.GAME, at least for OG. They get the one plant to help out the buy from Prime Taps. Looks really good. Crizzen, he feels like he's got to be this difference maker, and he is again. The fight from Crizzen onto S1MPLE. That's the second time he's done that. Crizzen repositioning here, but gives that advantage up. Again, Prime Tap's in a good position. Swings through the Molotov, does a lot of damage, but no kill found. 2 versus 4 now. Kakanito does have an HE grenade that can do some work, but Kakanito finding Spook is excellent. Kakanito gets another. He puts Nexa in the clutch. Oh, bomb has been recovered, though. Nexa's given his position away. Adam B has so much utility here. Nexa will deny. It's a 1 versus 1 now, and the clutch becomes so difficult for Adam. That is devastating for OG. Nexa creeping closer, tapping the bomb from Adam B. He goes for the swing, and Nexa finds. That is BC.GAME victorious in the series. OG semi-finals is all they can get to. Our first